Hello. Can you guys hear me? I hear you guys. Hello, testing one, two, three.
1, 2, 3.
I hear you, Simon, loud and clear. Do you guys hear me? Nod if you
Okay.
can hear me. Yeah?
Yeah, I
All
can
right,
hear you.
awesome. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Today's topic is about innovation, another AMA for XE.com fourth anniversary. And innovation, it is a familiar narrative in the Web3 space, but not all projects have it. So my name is William. I'm the director of XE Academy, and I'll be your host for today's AMA. Just gonna add a few more. Here we go.
Hi
Newcomers.
guys, am I
Hello,
audible?
Nate. You guys are all here. Wonderful. Thanks for joining.
Okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be taking a look at 5 innovative projects and the people behind them. Let's do a little self-introduction so everyone know who you guys are. So, perhaps, Simon, could you do a little self-introduction? So, would you like to start?
Okay, I will introduce myself. Uh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, great. Go for it.
Okay, thanks, William. Hi everyone, I'm Simon from Metatlantis, and I'm so glad to be invited to here. I'm the Southeast Asia Community Director of Metatlantis. Metatlantis is the GameFi on XT Smart Chain. We decide some um, play to earn models and scenes to promote the playability for games. For myself, my responsibility in our team is to operate and manage our Southeast Asia community. I'm now connecting about 2,000 Southeast Asia players in our community and feedback the issue from demo players. Um, I have 3 years operation and development experience in blockchain, and ever served the DFG, OKX, and so on. I'm now looking to further increase for GameFi or Metaverse section. So I will focus on Atlantis in the future. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Simon. Very much appreciated. Perhaps, Glory Lucas, would you like to go next? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Can you hear me clearly?
Oh yeah,
Can everyone
loud
hear
and
me?
clear.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hi guys. Really nice to be here. Um, yeah, I mean, my name is Glory. The co-founder for Gamerhub, and basically, what I do at Gamerhub is simple. We're trying to basically connect keep crypto gamers and also traditional gamers to games that are being built, on the blockchain. And then, I, as the co-founder and the chief marketing officer, so my responsibility is to, be the face of the brand, basically. Um, for the blockchain industry, I think I've been in the blockchain industry for I think over 5 years. I think when even the early stages of the ICO boom, I participated personally in the Binance ICO. So so it was so nice, to see like Binance celebrate 5 years, earlier this year. So I'm seeing also XT, celebrate 4 years. Is also such a great achievement, for a project, in the industry. Because I mean, traditionally, you see that projects after ICO, or IDO, generally stay for the average time lifeline is 9 months, maximum. But I mean, seeing a project stay as long as 4 years and even 5 years is a very great achievement. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to just talk more about Gamer Hub and then meet everybody here. Thank you.
Thank you, Glory. Very much appreciated. Navin, would you like to go next?
Hey, hi guys. Good evening
Hey.
from Dubai. So I'm Navin. I'm the co-founder and chief strategic advisor for MaziMatic. So MaziMatic is a metaverse of different verses, which is created for entertainment. So we at MaziMatic uh, plan to give the world a economy where everyone can come and entertain themselves. And the other questions, when it comes across, we'll be giving more details about MaziMatic.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Wonderful. How about Michael? Would you like to go next?
Thanks so much, William. My name is Michael Healy. I've been in the crypto space since 2010. Got my first Bitcoin at 9 cents. Helping the strategy with ZCX. We're one of the leading decentralized exchange aggregators. So similar to, if you want to book a flight, there's many different flight websites, and you use something like Skyscanner or you use something like Kayak and it finds you the best rate for a flight. That's what ZCX does really well, building a layer 1 chain for it on the Polkadot network. We're very excited about the DOT ecosystem. Also very excited with the token economy, the idea that there's millions of tokens around the world and it backs very specific projects or people or communities. And really grateful to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Michael. Very much appreciated. And last but not least, Brandon, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thanks, William. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me here. My name is Brandon. I'm the co-founder and CEO of SleepFuture. So SleepFuture, we actually evolved from a Web2 company, which is selling sleep products, mattresses. And then we have 3 stores in Singapore and we have 20 stores in Malaysia. So we are going to open more stores. So we are coming up with a sleep wellness ecosystem, which is the world first. So we want to gamify sleep and then using tokenomics and combine both real world utility and also virtual gaming to help the public to sleep better. Yeah. So we do that through our sleep monitoring app. That's right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very happy to have every single one of you guys here. So the very first question I have for all of you guys is, since today's topic is about innovation, I'd like to understand what's new, what's out there, what have you guys are trying to accomplish, what kind of social needs are you guys trying to address, what kind of problem are you trying to solve? Do I have a first person? Who would like to go first? So all of you guys have very interesting, unique projects, and you guys all tackle the different problems and social needs in a very different, very unique manner. Do I have a volunteer? Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. It's that Glory.
Oh, okay. So I saw. I hope I'm not stealing Navi's because I saw Navin. Raise up his hand. So Navin,
Everyone
if
get
you
a
want
fair
to
share.
go, then I'll just go after you.
It's okay,
I
maybe
think
we are
that's
all,
better.
all together.
Yeah, I think you can go. Then I just go after you.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
What a
Oh, okay.
gentleman. Glory, go for it.
Yeah. So when I'm just gonna sort of like give a very brief story before I can talk about like the problem. So when I and my co-founder, we were actually working on a very different project, and I mean we were all gamers and then just playing games every day and having fun while playing games, and then we were I mean I'm sure um as a gamer, I mean, you would want to try out different games at the end of the day. But then we noticed something. I mean, we were not really keen on the blockchain games. I'm not trying to say they are not like quality blockchain games. I mean, there are, but at the end of the day, you would either find a game that has like maybe poor user interaction, or maybe the storyline is just not there. I mean, I think like the games were more focused on just being played to earn, and then not even actually playing for users to actually have fun. So that was like a big problem. I mean, but then at that point we were not really it was not really a clear picture, or a clear goal for us to kind of solve that problem until a particular day, and then he calls me and then he's like, okay, hey, like, do you know that we can actually do this and then do something? And that's how Gamerhub started. The number one problem we're trying to solve is accessibility to quality games. I mean, there are so many games that are being built right now in the blockchain industry every day, and then as gamers, I mean, I think like you know um it is very hard for you as a gamer to keep track of the games that are being built, especially you knowing that okay, majority of these games have your personal experience from these games, I mean, would obviously be bad because of the gameplay and everything. So Gamerhub is making those games accessible to you as a gamer. And then here's the thing: we're not just making the games that are only built on the blockchain. We're also making traditional games that want to also go on the blockchain, and we're making those games also accessible to traditional gamers and then to crypto gamers. Another problem we're solving is the real issue of earning while playing. So I mean, you know, blockchain games can like to say, okay, hey, I mean, they're running on a P2E model. But at the end of the day, the P2E model is not sustainable. So what did Gamerhub do? We've actually, created a system or an earning suite that can make it easy for you as a gamer. So when you're playing these games, you're not focused on actually, oh, hey, you're spending your money, I need to earn. I mean, you're playing them, comfortably while also earning in the process. And the Gamer Hub, like token, helps solve that. And also we've actually created something like called the Gamer Hub credit. With the Gamer Hub credit, I mean, just imagine you're playing Call of Duty, and then obviously get over the first level. I mean, if you're playing that directly on the Gamer Hub platform, after getting past the first level, you actually earn. So it's not like you have to buy NFT assets before you earn, or you don't have to or you have to do something special to earn. I mean, just playing alone gives you the ability to earn. And that has actually whenever we speak to investors or we speak to people in the community, in the industry, I mean, they're usually very excited on the fact that the P2E model, and everybody is really bothered on the fact that the P2E model would never be sustainable. And then seeing us create this, and then seeing that okay, this would actually work for the industry. I mean, it's sort of is a game changer. And then I'm glad to say that we're currently maybe the only one that is building something exactly like this right now in the industry. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of other guys that are trying to do something, but I mean, it's not as similar to what we're doing. And then I mean, it's exciting to see what we're doing. So basically, the two problems we're solving, the two major problems we're solving, is accessibility to these games, and then um, allowing users earn properly for the games. And before I go, I would like to add the we're also solving a problem for you as the gaming company or the game developer. I mean, at the end of the day, as a game developer, your first biggest issue while you're making a game is, okay, who's going to play this game? I mean, you're not going to build a game and then keep it on your computer and then play it with your family. You want people to play these games. So, I mean, you probably would think of, oh, hey, I want to put it on Apple Store, on Google Play Store. But at the end of the day, you still need to promote, your games on these app stores. So, with Gamerhub, we give you the ability to actually list your games. I mean, for free. We make your games, available for our users, and then considering the fact that we're actually a multi-chain platform, meaning we have users, all over, from different blockchains. So it is easier for you to actually get your game to the right people when you list on Gamerhub. So yeah, basically for a game developer, I mean, we're also solving the problem of access.
Hey, Gloria, I don't mean to interrupt, but there's also 5 other people here, so it would be good if you could
wrap up. Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm
trying to get to the
15 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's just basically what we're doing in Gamerhub. That's the problem we're solving.
Wonderful, absolutely. Thank you very much. Kind of reminds me of like the P2E blockchain version of Steam Deck, but a lot more innovative.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful, absolutely. Thank you very much for sharing. Navin, would you like to go next? Tell us a little bit about your project and what problem is it solving.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I hear you. Go for it.
Okay. So guys, I'll give you a small brief about what MaziMatic is all about. So MaziMatic is a metaverse for entertainment, and the idea behind MaziMatic came when everyone was trying to fight for survival during the pandemic. We were having chances where people were not sure whether they'll be alive or not, and we had no means of entertainment during that period. And after a lot of brainstorming, we thought, why not create a metaverse which has all means of entertainment? And that is when the idea behind MaziMatic came across. So MaziMatic is basically a metaverse of different verses. In MaziMatic, we are coming up with 4 verses. The first one being the casino verse. So casino verse is the world's first licensed casino on metaverse, which comes up with experience of reality. It is a mixed reality experience. So the meaning behind mixed reality is that it is the games in Casinoverse is not an AI driven game wherein algorithm is written and people come and there are chances of having a non-fair play. So out there in MaziMatic Casinoverse, once you log in the metaverse, there is a live dealing going on in the casinos. So you can see the dealers dealing live. So you're sure when you're playing, it's the luck that matters. It's not the algorithm behind the casino. Okay, so this is the first phase what we came across. MaziMatic also has different other verses, like there are party verse, there is adventure verse, and influences verse that we are planning to bring in. So
I noticed your project focuses on VR and also AR. Is there like a specific field that, or is it just both 50-50?
No, we have we have made it a cross gaming platform where even a VR and a 2D, both the versions are available. So even people can log in on the app and can be a part of the system, and even with the VR set. Of course, when you are with the VR sets, you come to have the live experiences more real, and you can feel the environment.
Absolutely, that's very interesting. I think right now travel is really just slowing down, and I think metaverse, especially VR.
Actually, during the period of pandemic, people were so fussed up and the life was so stressed, and it was people were thinking that what is going to happen next and how are we going to survive in the world and what is going to be. There were no means of entertainment because people were just fighting for their lives. One could not even imagine of entertainment during that period, and when you are locked inside your home, you don't have anything to do.
Absolutely, totally agree with you. Thank you very much, Navin. Absolutely. Perhaps Michael, would you like to go next?
Yep, most definitely. So, a few things we're excited about. One is the idea of the multi-chain future. So we think a lot of people are building on, blockchains, whether it's Ethereum or Polygon or Solana, layer one blockchains. We think the future is where instead of people building on another chain, they're going to launch their own chain. So we're really excited about our layer one that we're working on, built with Substrate, which is the dot ecosystem. Also, a lot of people really just want to get the best rates. If they want to trade between coins or tokens, they want to find the best place to trade. That's what we provide, simple to use interface. Uniswap really moved our industry forward in 2020. Then you had the likes of 1inch. We see ourselves as the evolution of all of this, and we think that we can commoditize and really massively move forward the decentralized exchange space. We believe that centralized exchanges will be replaced by decentralized exchanges, and we think we're well positioned to lead that path. Also, if you look at the crypto sphere at the moment, a lot of projects are based on speculative value. So, they're just depending on more people buying in. There's more demand, more popularity, the price goes up. You've got people actively trying to promote and, get influencers talking about projects. And it's very unclear two things. What is the operating overhead for a project? So you don't know how much capital or how much value a token has to operate. Does it have 5 years of runway, 5 months, 5 days? Is completely opaque. So we're really excited to provide clarity here for tokens like CCX and many other tokens. And number two is the idea of downside risk. So if let's say your friend tells you, hey, buy this token, it could go up 2 times, it could go up 5 times, it could drop 50%. It's very unclear what the underlying value is. Effectively, we have a business, it's called the book value. So we think that the evolution of tokens is where there is the speculative value, what it trades at an exchange, whether it's on our exchange or other exchanges. And then there's the underlying value. If everyone starts selling the token, it will go down all the way. If there's nothing backing up, the token of treasury, it will keep dropping down to zero. So we believe that every single token will follow this framework moving forward. You'll be able to tell, okay, if a token has gone up 50 times, then it might be overvalued because the underlying value hasn't increased. So these are a few innovations that we're building at ZCX and Unit, and we're very excited for the token economy playing a big role in this exciting industry moving forward. Thank you.
Absolutely. I think everyone has heard of the phrase, not your keys, not your coin. So I absolutely agree with you how the future is decentralized finance. That being said, I personally am a DeFi user, and I always care about slippage. So the bigger the liquidity pool, the less is the slippage I have to deal with. So definitely really interesting. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Perhaps Simon, would you like to go next? Tell us a little bit about your project and what kind of problems and what kind of solutions do you have to offer? Oh, you have to turn on your mic. I think your mic's off.
Okay.
There we go. We can hear you.
Okay. Before I introduce my project, please allow me to telling a short story for you first.
Go for it.
Okay. In the age of darkness, the enemies of all mankind have risen from the depths of the sea. The fishermen means the players who once defeated them in battle have been locked away for generations as punishment for their actions. Over time, it appears that their descendants have amassed a single piece of information. The secret is to find Atlantis. Luckily, the fishermen who were once trapped in the depths of the sea and defeated the gods of the sky have left behind a powerful source of cosmic power, fuel source stones, shortly FSS. The FSS are made of a mystery material which can create energy. Legend says that the stones are left over from the time when the gods of sky battled the gods of the sea. If a person can find enough of them, they will be able to use them to defeat the enemies of humans, become heroes of the sea, and enter the long-lost city called Atlantis. That's the background of our games. So, Metatlantis is a social entertainment platform for metaverse, where a group of players is trying to find the lost civilization of Atlantis. To collect the FS, they need to explore the sea and obtain FS by catching fishes. Only with enough FS, they can enter the lost city, Atlantis. Fisher can get FS from many ways, and the latest way we provide is to catch fishes by cannonballs.
Could you kindly tell me the genre of your game? I'm trying to figure out if this is like a first-person shooter, like kind of RPG, or something like Pokemon style.
It's like fishing games. You must use your cannons to catch the different fishes.
I'm going to catch fish with cannon. Okay, that's definitely unique.
Yeah.
I'm guessing these are pretty big fish then.
Yeah, it's very different. There are different fishes, and you can use different classes of cannons to catch different fishes. And now we are selling cannon mystery box on XT NFT market now.
Everyone heard that? So if you guys are interested in catching fish, going fishing with your cannons, go check it out. So thank you very much, Simon. Very interesting story. Very unique game. And last but not least, Brandon, would you like to tell us a little bit about your project? What kind of
Thank you.
problems it's solving? Absolutely, go for it.
Yes. So I'll just get straight to the point. So what are the problems that we're trying to solve? In our SleepFuture, as a sleep ecosystem, we're trying to solve the problem of sleeping. All right. Okay. So when I mentioned just now, when we are gamifying sleep, right, the kind of games that we play is just sleeping, right? That's the only game that I need to play. All right. Because GameFi makes you tired. A lot of people in the crypto industry, they always say, I don't have enough sleep. But what if I can incentivize you to sleep well? And the only game that I have to play in our app is just draw a gacha, draw a booster card, and once you have this booster card, right, which gives you like probably 100% sleep boost on your sleep to earn earnings. The next thing you need to do is just go to sleep, and that's all. And why do we want to do that? Because I know there's a lot of sleep monitoring apps out there, okay, but there is not a lot of people using it. Yeah, so we're trying to incentivize people to use that, all right, and also by rewarding them with our sleep tokens, so they can be able to improve on their sleep, right? So let's say, for example, if you start to use our app and then you think that, heck, my sleep quality is too lousy, what can I do? And then that's where you can be able to first, you can upgrade your pillow, okay, because we do sell pillows. Or next, you can buy mattresses. Yes, we sell mattresses. Yeah. Or you can visit a therapist or a sleep doctor in the future, where we are building. Thank you.
Not to sound like a cheat or anything, or are there any way to kind of like do the sleep to earn while earning, like put like 2 like sleep trackers on my arm and double my earnings or something?
No, because all this will be linked to your health, your what do you call your Apple Health, your Google Health. So the data will be actually connected to our app. So you can only have one, right? One
That's
data.
good to know, because there are some projects out there that are kind of like play to earn games where the people try to find their ways to triple, quadruple their earnings with multiple cell phones and stuff. That's definitely good to know. Absolutely
Yeah, for
wonderful.
sure.
Thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you.
So my next question for everyone is that how will your team address the societal need of the project globally? Like, are you targeting a very specific region? As you guys know, there's like a language barrier between different regions, different countries. Are you guys targeting a very specific region in the world right now, or are you guys planning on to moving on, focusing on a very specific area, testing a very specific users? Does anyone want to take a stab at this?
Cool, I can go first, and maybe we
Go
can
for
try
it.
and keep the replies to a minute or 2 minutes so it doesn't drag on. And keep it engaging and succinct.
Sounds a good one. Go for it.
So I guess the problem that we're focused on like targeting is now there are hundreds of exchanges. They're not very transparent. You don't know whether when you deposit on a platform, is the platform going to go bankrupt and you'll never be able to withdraw your funds again. There's no transparency in terms of the order books. So whether there's wash trading, whether there's people manipulating the market, is really unclear. We believe that this industry of exchanges, crypto exchanges, will become commoditized, and we think that everything in the world will move towards being traded on crypto exchanges. The same way, before Google wasn't the first search engine. There was Alta Vista, there's AOL, there were platforms like Yahoo, but Google just provided a far better experience and commoditized the search engine market. Facebook wasn't the first social network. There was Friendster, Bebo, many other MySpace, and they just came in and they made it a much better product in terms of social networks. We believe we're doing the same with exchanges. So not just decentralized exchanges or centralized exchanges. We think we're providing a better way of doing both, and we believe that we're showing one of the first leading app chains. So a lot of blockchains at the moment are general purpose. We believe in the future, this next 2-3 years, there'll be app-specific chains. So blockchains which do very specific applications instead of blockchain trying to do everything instead of everything. In terms of our go-to-market strategy, we've got quite a substantive marketing approach. We're putting on conferences live and online. We're launching an accelerator incubator ventures program, education program, masters, research reports, news. We're targeting major cities where there's heavy population density, and looking forward to seeing how we can team up and collaborate. Hope that was under 2 minutes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Sounds like you got it down. Absolutely. And who's next? Who would like to share? Go for it, Glory.
Yeah. So for Gamerhub, I mean, we're actually developing from Australia, so um, such I would actually say, I mean, gaming has no barrier, because at the end of the day, I mean, everybody, you you can easily, like, play, a soccer game, or call. I'm sure everybody in this world that plays games, know Call of Duty, or just. So I don't think, we have any, major barrier. I mean, but we're sort of like, starting from, specific markets, like, Southeast Asia, and then Europe, and also some parts of Africa. And that's like sort of, where we're targeting, in the early stages. But I mean, as time, goes on, we would obviously, like, be a global project. But at the moment, I mean, we don't even see ourselves as, a product for just, one segment, because I mean, we I mean, that actually shows in the team, because I'm from Africa, and then we have, like, guys all over the world, from China, from Iran, from Asia, from Europe, and then from the US. So we are not limiting ourselves, in terms of, the I mean, the market we would like to target. At the end of the day, like I said, I mean, gaming has no barrier. So yeah.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Glory. I remember, Navin, you mentioned you were situated in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
William,
like your, Mhm. Is that, I'm assuming that's like your first target?
no,
Mhm.
see, the kind of project what we have come into, as I said, we created it for the entertainment and for the global economy.
Mhm.
So it has infinite boundaries. Like when we talk about the demographics, there's no end to it.
Is
Because
there
we
like
come
any
up,
specific like equipment you'll need to do to access your metaverse game, your VR AR?
yeah, so I'll give you an
Mhm.
example. See, the kind of verses what we're bringing in. Like, for example, if we talk about 100 people in the world,
Mhm.
I'm sure more than 80 people will be fantasize about going to the casino and playing there, even if you are not gambling, right? Because that is what appeals people. It is something which attracts people. People may not be a gambler, but they like going to the casinos and play small amounts also. So we are trying to entertain people. It's not just a casino. We are coming up with the party verse. We are coming with the adventure verse, and we are also coming up with the influencer verse. So we have
Wow.
tried to take care scenario where each and every individual or global citizen, whether you are of any age bracket, whether you are a kid, we take care and get you to the adventure verse. You're a teenager and you want to party, we are giving you a party verse. You love fun, you like to play games, I'm giving you a casino. So you are intelligent person and you want to talk about and spread your intelligence to the people, I'm giving you an influencer verse. So we are trying to entertain people of all age brackets and all thought process. So in the casino verse, what we have brought is it is a mixed reality experience. So, unlike other casinos all across the world, it's not an AI based casino. What we have come across is we are trying to build ecosystem wherein when the person logs in to the metaverse, you will be having live studio and the live dealers dealing in the casino. So it's a fair gameplay. Means there's no artificial intelligence involved. There's no algorithm. So whatever you win or you lose is your luck. Means we are trying to give a fair gameplay to people. We are trying. We are the first licensed casino on Metaverse. Licensed casino, as in we have almost taken 17 licenses all across, directly and indirectly through our partners from different jurisdictions, and we are trying to our level best to match the maximum jurisdiction what we can, wherein the gambling or the betting is allowed. So we try to follow the jurisdictions of different countries. We are trying to make a system wherein people can be sure that if I'm coming to play in the this metaverse ecosystem, my
Mhm.
money is not cheated, and I'm not cheated
Yeah.
anyway. We are
Sounds
trying
sounds
to. we are trying to take uses of different technologies. So, for example, when I'm talking about adventure-verse, it's not just adventure. There's a hardware-based infrastructure mix because it gives you a feel of adventure when you get into the adventure-verse. So, if you want to have a roller coaster ride, you can experience the roller coaster ride inside the adventure-verse. So,
Sounds great, Navin. I hate to cut you off, but we got to continue onwards. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
sure.
There goes my next vacation in Las Vegas, I guess. VR it is. Simon, would you like to tell us a little bit about your project and what region are you going to focus on your games, and how you're going to target the market? Any details you can share would be great. Simon, you have to turn on your mic. There we go.
I think to tell the relevance in modern society, we introduce fishing to the original Web3 metaverse. Is our core work. Fishing is a long-established human activity over 3,000 years. That's old and popular in most every country in the world. So fishing is very simple, and our game is also very simple. But it's so widespread that almost any ordinary person has heard of it and know what it is and know how to play it. So we believe that fishing also will be popular in metaverse, especially with our zero sum game theory. Yeah, we want to find a new way to increase the viscosity of players in games. So we introduce the Unicode GameFi model called zero sum model in our games. With that model, we can break the life cycle or life cycle of a standard GameFi. In the standard GameFi or traditional GameFi, if the purchasing power of new user is far more than the selling power of old user, then the token and the NFT prices will go up. And if on the contrary, the token and the NFT prices will go to zero. But in our model, new users do not need to buy the old users token or NFT. The economic model can circularize itself because of the zero sum theory. No matter the older users or the new users, if they are playing the GameFi at the same time, then they can win a prize based on their own ability or own lucky.
So it's regardless if another user has a stronger cannon or they have more NFTs, it's still fair play. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds great, Simon. Sounds like it's applicable for all. Thank you very much. Brandon, would you like to tell us a little bit about your project and which areas are you going to focus on? What's your strategy?
Yeah, for sure. So our project is actually relevant to anyone who has sleep problems. So and our community is actually pretty strong in Japan, China, Southeast Asia, and Europe. I guess in Japan, because people don't really have a good quality of sleep, right? So
The overworking culture, possibly.
yes, possibly, and possibly in China too, because people are working hard. Yeah, so we are not just targeting people who are in the Web3 and people who really like P2E. Yeah, although we have a lot of people Web3 fans, but basically we're just targeting anyone who has a sleep problem. And the thing is, we can also onboard and introduce more people who are not educated in the Web3 space to the Web3 space with our product, with our SleepFuture. Yep, short and sweet.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Next thing I would like to discuss about these guys is what makes you guys special, what makes your project stand out compared to the rest of your rivals. As you guys know, there's like a plethora of metaverse games out there. There's a whole bunch of different aggregators. liquidity aggregators, game aggregators, various different NFT games, play to earn games. I've yet to come across Sleep to Earn project yet, but I'm sure someone sooner or later going to copy your success. So you tell me what makes you stand out of the rest of the crowd? What makes you guys special? Who wants to take a stab at this one first?
I'm gonna start first since you
Go for it.
since you mentioned name for Sleep to Earn.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Go for it, Brendan.
So I came up with this Sleep to Earn idea. And then after that, after a month, we have there's 5 to 10 similar copycat projects that came out, and then some are rug pulls. Yeah, definitely.
Oh dear.
And then we had a lot of people who actually tried to imitate us, so misrepresenting us, and then created a fake token address, whatever. Well,
no.
so that's the dark side of Web3, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just then your question was how are we going to address the problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
With regards to
what makes your project stand out?
Yeah, what makes our project stand out against other people in the same genre? Okay, because we are like I mentioned earlier, just now I mentioned that we are actually a traditional company, a Web2 company turned into Web3. So the thing that's special about us is we have offline utilities, right? So you can exchange your Sleepy tokens with discount vouchers to buy our products offline. So by doing this, we are actually trying to keep the token within our ecosystem. All right. Another thing is there's a lot of SleepFi projects out there, right? But the thing is they don't have a proper sleep monitoring system. All right. So for them, they just okay, what time do you sleep? What time you wake up, and then that's it. Yeah. So they're just trying to play the GameFi thing, just like Step N. Okay, you can upgrade your NFTs, buy jewels to boost. Yeah, but for us, we do it differently. Yeah, and then our sleep tokens, right? You can actually even use it to see doctors, right? For example, you can see a sleep when we talk about sleep, right? Usually there's two things. One is your physical body when you are having some problems with your ear, nose, or throat, so you can consult a specialist. Or when it comes to depression, right? Or some people they have anxiety, they can't sleep at night. Yeah, so you can visit a therapist. Yeah, so that's one. Another thing that we have is also a sleep cloud, right? So we're going to launch our sleep cloud, which is our big data. So in the future, you can be able to see the world's sleeping data. Like you can see, okay, this person in this country. Well, you might not be able to see the name and the personal details, but you can link this wallet. Okay, so how this person is sleeping. Yeah, so you want to have like a sleep data just like Etherscan.
I think a lot of doctors and a lot of researchers might be really interested in your project because there's so much data available there. So as long as people stay anonymous. So thank you very much, Brandon. Who would like to go next? How are you going to compete?
Yeah, so let me just go. I really like Brandon. I like to be honest, first time I'm hearing about Sleep to Earn, so it's really exciting for me, and then I like it. So yeah, I mean for Gamerhub, I mean, what makes us very very unique? I think I could list so many things right now, because like I said, we're sort of like the only one that is exactly doing what we're doing aside from recently I got to find out like Poker Starter is sort of doing something similar to what we are building. The first thing is, I mean, as a gamer, I mean, the fact that you have a unique gaming profile on Gamerhub just solves a lot of problem for you. So now, I mean, you said earlier, William, that we're sort of like a Steam for Web 3.0, and that's just like simply the truth. So all you need is just an account. I mean, with just an account, connecting your wallet to the Gamerhub platform, and then having your own gaming ID, you can be able to access thousands of games on Gamerhub. And right now we have partnered with over 40 games right now. We've partnered with also like some games that are some traditional games that are trying to go into the blockchain, and then we just help them with a lot of earning with their earning model. Another thing that is very that makes us stand out is on Gamerhub also. Aside from obviously the fact that we have so many variety games and variety of options for you to choose from, we're also building our own um, 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 marketplace, NFT marketplace, and this means that so if I want to play a game, I don't need to, have to, go to the project, buy the NFT assets and then send them over to Gamerhub and then, now start using the NFT assets. Directly on Gamerhub with the account, I could be able to, access and then buy, these NFT assets easily. I mean, right now we're streaming this content, live on YouTube. If you're playing a game on Gamerhub, you could actually also stream the games you're playing directly, and then users, you can even earn while streaming with the Gamer Hub
That's pretty
credit.
cool.
Yeah, with the Gamer Hub credits, when you stream the games, I mean, people could also when people watch the game, so the amount of views you earn will determine how much you earn in Gamer Hub credits, and then these credits can obviously be converted into real cash. So yeah, I mean, those are like, I don't want to take too much time. Those are like the most important things that actually make us stand out. And I'm just going to say that Simon, I think I see opportunity of us working together. So yeah, after this call, after this AMA, I'm gonna like send you a message, and then we can work together. So yeah.
Sounds like a good plan. I think a lot of the people who use Twitch might be interested in your platform. I think that's something to consider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Glory. Anyone? Michael?
Yep, most definitely. Thank you, William. So three main things that we feel that really makes ZCX stand out. First, the community. I think what really excited me about this project is the fact that there's such a diehard community who believes in the strong-term vision. It's globally distributed, and I really like the idea of internet states. So now there's about 200 countries in the world. I'm a big believer of network states. So I think ZCX as a network state, has so much potential. We have lots of ambassadors at different cities working on engaging them with local events and gatherings. I think the community is something that allows a product to really stand out. Everyone having a vested stake in the project's success, and we're lucky to have a really supportive and positive community. Thank you for the comments. Second thing is the technology. So I think the technology we have is far superior to what other decentralized exchanges offer. A lot of decentralized exchanges are just trying to promote liquidity on their platforms. We basically provide trading across all the different decentralized exchanges, even cross-chain. So if you want to change, some Polygon to Ethereum, or you want to change some, Ethereum to BSC, it works cross-chain. So that's really a super cool innovation. I think the fact that we are building our own layer one is super exciting, because then we're not effectively paying a tax onto a parent layer one protocol. And really excited for our Explorer to be launched in the coming weeks. That's really exciting. And then the third one is the fundamentals behind the project, because many projects I listen to, whether I'm investing personally or advising, it's a lot of vaporware. So it's a lot of nice ideas or concepts, but there's very little substance there. And it's a bunch of projects where they raise capital and they're simply driving up demand to keep the token price going higher, but there's no underlying economic or sustainable model. So we'd like to take the approach that we want to be around for the next 5, 10, 15 years and play a really big role in the in superseding centralized and decentralized exchanges. And excited to see how we can team up with partners and communities and play a big role there. Thank you.
You mentioned cross-chain. The first thing that popped in my head was Thorchain, ThorSwap. I don't know, but that'd be, if you guys can ever get them on board and sync up with their liquidity pool. Wow, that'd be really amazing.
So, yep, most definitely. So we think we're the evolution of that, and they've done quite well in terms of marketing and driving hype. We've been quite low key at the moment. Our community's done a really good job in putting our name out there, but I really think it's much better to work on the technology and product and really drive that than to get well known when the underlying product and technology is not in a good state. Great point, William. Thank you.
Everyone heard that? They're in here for the long run. Definitely check out their website. Wonderful. Navin, would you like to go next?
Yeah, hi. So The question was, what makes us stand ahead of all the other first thing, the project what we are coming up, that doesn't have much of competition, because we are coming up with a project. The first verse is casino verse, wherein there are very limited players of the casinos in the market. And what we stand ahead with the others is, we are a licensed casino, number one. Number two, we are not an AI driven casino. So there's live dealers who are there to give a fair gameplay to all the people. The third is cross gaming platform, wherein you cannot you can just not play on metaverse. You can also log in on your 2D devices and be a part of the system. Number four is, we have tried to uh, solve the problem what the NFT holders of the different projects have, is the revenue model. Like unlike what happens is, generally when the NFTs are launched into different projects, we see there are no actual uses of the NFTs, and people are waiting for the tokens prices movements, for the NFTs prices to go up and down. Whereas in our case, we have come up with an out of box idea, wherein 10% of the casino's profit will be given to the NFT holders. So my NFT holders, like the NFT holders of MaziMatic, they have a revenue model starting from the day one when the project gets launched. So
That's
we,
interesting. So it's like
yeah,
having like stock in your project.
yeah. So we are a kind of giving a stake in the casino to all the NFT holders, making them partners. So as long as you hold the MaziMatic NFT for the lifelong, as till the time MaziMatic is there, your revenue is secured.
I hate to throw you like a curveball here, but like you know how like in different countries there's like different like legal age to go, to do gambling, right? To go into casinos. How are you gonna tackle that? Are you gonna like um, work cooperate with some kind of KYC
Yeah,
project and
of course.
something like that?
There would be a mechanism for the same. And apart from that, we have come across and tried to come up with out of box ideas in the NFTs also. So we have come across a very interesting NFT called Lady Luck in our project. So the Lady Luck is, when you go inside the casino and you hire a Lady Luck, so there will be a live lady interacting with you from the studio. So you can have the live interaction hiring a Lady Luck. So these are out of box ideas where what we have come across, and we are trying to stand apart different from the other projects what comes in the competition with us. This is how we are trying to create a market for ourselves.
That's definitely something new I haven't heard of before. Thank you very much, Navin. Very
Yeah.
unique, absolutely. Simon, last but not least, could you tell us what's special about your project?
I think the special of our project is uh, we add the zero sum theory in our games. That's a very important mechanics in our games. With this with this zero sum uh, theory, we can make our economic to recycle uh, as long as possible. Besides that, we added the stablecoin based design idea to the economic model, like a USDT or USDC. We with this mechanics, we can avoid the price of volatility.
Volatility.
Yeah. Um,
That's
to
something new. I've never seen a stable coin mixed within a
yeah.
gameplay before.
Right. That's the second important um, innovation in our games. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, wonderful. Oh,
And we also provide some API or some um, contract for to connect to the third party platform like Glorious Gamerhub. So
game aggregators, yeah.
I think we have chance to cooperation.
Absolutely. I'm glad to see something happening here. Something sounds like it's going to form. Thank you very much. I got my last but not least question. It's about because today's topic is about innovation. I like to see what your plans, what are you expecting to happen the next 2 years? Where do you guys see your project going from? If you just like forward 2 years in the future, where do you guys see your project is? Who wants to take a first stab at this one? Brandon, would you like to go first?
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Mhm.
Thanks, William. All right. So we are looking in another 2 more years, the future that we, yeah, because we're here for long term, of course. Yeah. So number one is technology. Yeah. So we have just launched our NFTs. So the NFTs that you can actually please check it out on nft.sleepfuture.com. Yeah. So we're minting right now. And then this NFT, what you can do is that you can use it in our mobile app where it actually gives you a permanent boost on your sleep earnings. All right. So talking about technology, we're going to build our gacha gaming system where you can have a daily boost on your sleep earnings. So the only game that you need to play is just to draw a gacha, get a booster card, and just go to sleep. That's all. Yeah. So we will also be adding more support to other smart wearables. So for now, we're supporting Apple, Samsung, and Huawei watches, right? So we'll also explore to have our own sleep wearable hardware in the future. So with a wearable nowadays, right, you can get so much data and not just sleep, but then heart monitoring and so much more. So we'll be working with other health companies to introduce more services to benefit our community's health and wellness, right? The second thing that we are going to do, right, that you can expect from us is actually we're going to piece up the whole ecosystem, right? Because right now we have only just launched our NFT, and then we'll be launching our app soon, right? So NFT and app, and then we're going to piece the whole ecosystem, which includes the sleep specialist, all right? And then just now I was mentioning we also have sleep towns, so which is our offline experience centers. So we're going to expand to where our community is. We're going to expand in Japan. We're going to expand in Southeast Asia, yeah, not just Malaysia, but then in Thailand, in Vietnam, this year, and then we're looking at US too, all right. And then we'll also be building our sleep wellness education. Yeah, so people they can be able to learn how they can be able to sleep well, de-stress themselves, do some meditation classes and whatever. And then the last but not least, which is the big data, which is the sleep cloud, which is the data intelligence just now we were talking about, that we can be able to work with other pharma companies and other healthcare companies, research companies. Yes. Thank you so much.
Sounds like a very healthy future. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Glory, would you like to go next? Tell us about your game aggregator. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself and the project in the next 2 years?
Okay, so there's so many things that we intend to achieve, and I think, like, in the next 2 years, the most important thing for us would be, to have, built our own metaverse, and then also build, a VR version of, the gaming aggregator, because we want, as more where we're building we want a future where, gaming would be, the process, and the process of playing games on Gamerhub would be more personalized. And there's only one way to make that, extremely personalized, and it's, through virtual reality. So yeah, that's like, what we want to, the goal at the end of the day for us, in the next 2 years.
Sounds like that's a conversation you can have with Navin one day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. VR, AR, here we come. Gaming, here we go, right? So look, thank you very much, Glory. Michael, 2 years from now, where do you see your project?
Most definitely. So, if you look at xt.com or Binance, I think it was Glory who mentioned it launched 5 years ago or 4 years ago. It wasn't clear, who the leading centralized exchanges would be 5 years ago. Now, there are a number of decentralized exchanges, and a very small minority of people actually use decentralized exchanges. We believe that in the next 2 to 3 years, they will overtake the volume of centralized exchanges. And the way that decentralized exchanges work is they offer much more transparency. You can see exactly the trades that happen. You can see what's going on. There's no counterparty risk. And we think that, ZCX as an exchange and as a aggregator will supersede and be the catalyst for this shift from centralized exchanges to decentralized exchanges. We also are big believers in DAOs. We think that, in 2017, the hot trend was ICOs. 2021, 2022, the hot trend was NFTs. We think the next big trend will be DAOs, and we think that we can play a role as one of the leading DAOs globally. So we think that companies, organizations will move towards being DAOs, and we want to really show how CCX as a DAO plays a really strong role there. We're providing a number of features which makes the CCX DAO very useful. The idea of governance through the use of polls, stores where people can exchange products and services for tokens, contests where they can give away within this token economy. And yeah, I really believe that in the next 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years, we can play a really big role in moving up moving forward the space of centralized and decentralized exchanges. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. I think DAOs are definitely the future. We're going to say goodbye to top-down management. No more power harassment, hopefully. Absolutely wonderful. Very good. Next person, Navin. Would you like to see 2 years from now? Where do you see your project?
There's a lot more.
The casino of the
Working-
world.
So it's not only the casino, William. Actually, casino is what we are planning to launch by the end of the year. But there's a lot more in the entertainment world. We already have a plan for next 2 years. We have adventureverse, we have partyverse, we have influencerverse that needs to be created for the global economy. We are trying to create a entertainment economy for the people, so that every class of the people, whether it's every age bracket, whether they are children or the youngsters or the aged people, can come and be a part of a MaziMatic economy. This is what we have dreamt about. This is the reason what all the founders of MaziMatic has taken ahead. So we guys have we already have a plan for next 2 years. The roadmap is already very clear for all of us, that we are going to create a partyverse wherein everyone who wants to party whatsoever in the world, you dream it, and we try to give you that. And for the children and the people who love experience and the adventures, so you want to go and ski, you want to have a coral dive, you want to go for a skydiving, we want to give all these experience and adventures in the adventure world. And the people who are deprived, or the influencers who don't get enough platform to showcase what their knowledge is all about, we are trying to give influencers influencerverse, where everyone is free to come and interact with each other, and it's like something like a platform where a lot of people can always have an interaction. You want to have a discussion about crypto, and you're free to get into the influencerverse, and you have so many people sitting around and discussing about the new projects and the things what is going on in the crypto world, and so on. So means this is what our dream is all about. We always have wanted to give the society the best of the best entertainment in whatever means we can, and this is what we are trying our level best to get it go ahead.
Absolutely, Sam. Thank you very much. I think you're probably going to be, if that's going to happen, I think you're going to onboard a lot of theme parks. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Of course. See, everything in the world, without a team, anything cannot happen. So means, of course, there are a lot of think tanks behind it. There has to be a lot of homework and hard work and team that adds a value to the dream what we have been taking. And we are visionary people. We have come across like, if I talk about myself, I have been an entrepreneur from last 2 decades, and I have come across different startups. I have myself been part of the different startups, and have taken the things across. So I've always been wanting to give something back to the society. We are here in this world to give something to the society, so that people remember us, right?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Seems like Simon's back. Thank you very much, Navin. And Simon, your project 2 years from now, where do you see it going? How many people are fishing with cannons?
Yeah, I think we are the first GameFi on the XT Smart Chain. So we will deeply bonding the XT economy systems, and we will have deep cooperation with the XT NFT market and the XT Smart Chain. So I think with the help of XT and other third parties, we can grow further and higher. And also, we will launch a DAO, organization based on this project, which is used to manage the distribution of FSS tokens and the use of bundles of pool. It also supports to voting for our Metatlantis world.
So it's like a
we
governance
also,
token. Sounds great.
yeah, we will also develop we also will develop new games such as open map RPG or $1 shops and so on.
Yeah.
I think if we success, I think it will be the biggest innovation in GameFi, and I think we must success.
Yeah, sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. All right, good job, guys. I have a few. It seems like we have a few questions from the community. The first one I'd like to kind of go over. Lilith Go. She says she's interested in SleepFuture and how can she earn sleep by sleeping. Brandon, can you give us a little bit of detail? How do we earn your tokens just by sleeping?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. We're going to launch our mobile app this month. I think by the third week of this month, we should be launched in App Store or Play Store if everything goes well. Yeah. So right now we're going to do our closed beta testing in another week's time. Yeah. And then after we have catch some bugs, and then we release it to the public. Yeah.
It sounds
so
great.
you can and then you can download it on App Store. So the name is Sleepy, which is the app Sleep with a EE, Sleepy. Yeah.
Sleepy
So
with
what
the
you need to
EE.
do is just you need to have your watch. Yeah, because with a watch you can actually earn more tokens, and then if you have our NFT, you can actually earn more tokens too.
All right, Lilith Go. I hope you got that one down. Definitely want to earn more. All right, we got another question. Claire, she says, are they all listed on XT? I believe so. Please open your xt.com account and find these tokens on there. You can start getting them by the moment you get your account. Wonderful. And let me see if we got another one. Annie Yang says, what do you think are the key points for GameFi in order to get more users into your games, marketing groups, or something else? So Navin, Glory, Simon, you guys have any key points for GameFi in order for GameFi to succeed? Any advice? Anything important?
I'm just gonna answer that. I mean, I would, at the end of the day, I mean, having I think that the first thing, if you're trying to build a proper gamify project, is having a very strong community, because the community is sort of what determines. I would just use a quote from someone that is very influential in this industry, and I'm very close to. I'm just gonna say his name. He usually says that if you have a project with 5,000 active users right now in the crypto industry, you're actually a successful project. I mean, because or considering the fact that how projects usually die really fast, and that's that just says a lot about it affects even the gamify industry. So I mean the first thing would be having a very very strong community. And also yeah, and another thing would also be ensuring that I mean your token or your project is actually gamify, meaning people can actually earn through your tokens. Because I mean there are so many I would say Ponzi systems of earning right now, and then
and then stay aware of those.
Exactly. So it's going to be hard for you to sort of differentiate that, but I mean, you ensuring that okay, your project is actually is properly gamify also helps a lot. Yeah. So
Absolutely. Thank you very much. All right. So that would be, I'll be wrapping things up. Yeah, I think that would be all. Thank you very much for your time tonight, sharing your innovative project with everyone. For everyone watching, please check out their websites and take a deeper look at their project if you're interested in them. There's a lot more to come with these fourth anniversary AMAs. So definitely tune in for another day. I believe we have 2 more. And yeah, it was great speaking with everyone. I look forward to everyone's future's development.
Thank
All
you.
right.
I would like to
Thank you.
thank all the viewers. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you to everyone. Yeah.
Take care. Yeah.
Take care, guys. All the best to all the other people. Glory, Simon, Brandon. All the best, guys.
All the best. Take care.
Yeah. Take care.
Take care.